EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Right at the line of
and as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there on third down. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, but now it's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now the toss to Jones, running right. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Cowboys nothing.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And some room to Derrick Henry all alone. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 64 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And this is good.
Here's nothing. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
John Mickens on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Brady. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Tackle made by Kevin Byard. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans 7, Buccaneers nothing.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Fournette on the toss to the right. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Look at this, a tight end carry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Short throw to Smith. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
First down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, Tannehill. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tannehill on first down. Short throw to Smith. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
2nd and 8 at the Bucs 20-yard line.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing again is Tannehill. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Titans have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll make it third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Brady now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Fournette on the counter. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
At the 36-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
So the difference is 6 points as we get set to resume action here in this third quarter of play. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll run it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Fournette, a first down carry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Brady on target there to Godwin. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up.
They'll give Henry another shot. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry from a yard away bowling his way in. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. To throw is Tannehill. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
21. Buccaneers 7. Steven Gostkowski.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Jadon Mickens on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Second down at 4. Again, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
He's got Evans. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go with Jones. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Ronald Jones unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And finally brought down at the 43. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Dancing to his left. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Tennessee.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Winfield on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
It's 3rd down.
Here's Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Buccaneers' 15-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.